Hi friends, good morning all of you. Vivil Sare. Today we are going to take class 3 science and the first chapter living and non-living things. Okay, the chapter gives clear image about living and non-living things. And the chapter begins with a small story of one boy and one girl. That names Mohit and Sandra. And Sandra is having a puppy. At the same time, Mohit is having a car with him. Okay, so based on this, they are giving a small story to show that how a living thing is and how a non-living is. Okay, so we'll go to the story. Sandra called his puppy in the name as Lucy, and Mohit has that toy car. It is in a red color that you can see in the picture itself. So Sandra feeds her female puppy Lucy with the different eatable things like food, milk, water, etc., etc. Because a living thing needs food and water. Okay. At the same time, look at Mohit. Mohit is very happy. He never give anything to that toy car. It does not eat or it no need any water to drink also. Okay. So that is the first comparison. That is a living thing need food and water. At the same time, non-living thing does not need all these things. And the second is Sandra's puppy. She put that puppy in a small basket. Okay, that is it is very small. It needs care. That is why she did like that. At the same time, Mohit put his car in a small this one cupboard. Okay, and puppy. You look at the picture. Puppy is sleeping. Okay, so puppy is sleeping. It needs air to breathe. At the same time, Mohit simply put his car in a showcase. So he kept in a cupboard. Okay, so the car. What is written there? Mohit kept it in safely in a cupboard. The toy car does not need air to breathe in. First one, living thing needs food and water. Second, at the same time, non-living thing does not need air and water. Okay. So that is given in the first way. So go into the next page. There also again they are showing different differences about the living things and non-living things. Okay. So the next one, the puppy, whenever the puppy Lucy is thirsty, it comes and it drinks water. At the same time, Mohit is very sad. You can see Mohit is standing with the toy car, and Mohit is thinking that why my car is not drinking water. So that is again they are showing the clear difference between living and non-living thing. Living thing needs water. At the same time, non-living thing don't need to drink water. So that is the next comparison they are giving. Then again moving to next, the puppy grows bigger. It will become a dog. Now the puppy cannot occupy that space which she has already given as a small basket. Now it grows little more bigger. Okay, so she thinks that मेरा puppy बड़ा हो गया, अभी ये छोटा basket में नहीं बैठेंगे, इसलिए she just changed that basket itself. Now we can understand one thing, that a living thing grow in size. Okay, but at the same time, Mohit, look at his car. He kept every day his car in the shell, and look at that, the car is not growing in size. So that is the next difference they are giving, living and the non-living thing. Living thing grows in size, non-living thing it cannot grow bigger and bigger. So that is the next differentiation they are giving. And the last, look at the next picture. Sandra always takes Lucy outside in the park for playing and all things. Okay, she always enjoy playing with this Lucy. But at the same time, because Lucy is always friendly, Lucy can move here and there. She can stand by its own. She can walk. She can dance. She can move anywhere she wants. She can move. Lucy can move by its own. Okay. A dog moves on its own. Okay, so that is the next difference they are giving, living and non-living thing. Dog can walk by itself. It can chase the things like butterflies or even like बिल्ली और ऐसा कुछ आएगा तो उसका पीछे दौड़ करके जाएंगे. So that is another difference they are giving as a living thing. Okay, then comes to Mohit. Mohit takes his car every day in the park, and car अपना से नहीं चलता है, so he is very sad. So that is the next picture they are giving. The toy car cannot move by its own. If you pull it, then it will go. If you push it, it will move. So likewise, they are giving a next picture comparison. So that is also a good thing. Then come to the last next third page. There is also they are given again a little more clear picture about a living thing and a non-living thing. Okay, so when this Lucy she always responded to the surroundings. Lucy is the dog. So whenever Sandra come back from the school, Lucy is always go to her and Lucy gives kisses. Lucy प्यार से कुछ करेगा. A living thing does that. A non-living thing never do like such type of things. That is also given in the next comparison. That look at that picture. When Mohit come back from the school, he sit in the sofa. So car does not do anything. The car is simply so he is not at all happy when Mohit looks at his sister. वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है वहाँ पे वो स्कूल से वापस आएगा तब लूसी आके उसको प्यार से कुछ करेगी. So this one Chandra is very happy about that. She is that Lucy is special for her. At the same time, Mohit is not looking very happy because his car is जिंदा नहीं है. So that is again next clear picture about a living thing and a non-living thing. Then move to the next one. Lucy respond to the changes around it because उसको क्या है उसको ये है sense organs. Lucy has sense organs. Do you know we have sense organs? We have 5 sense organs. That is our eyes, then our nose, then our ear, then our tongue, then finally we have the skin. So these sense organs help us to respond to the surroundings. If you want to taste something, you use our tongue. So that is our sense organ does. Okay, so Lucy has the sense organs. It responds to the surroundings. But look at that Mohit. Mohit, he is very sad. His car do not respond to the surroundings. It is a non-living thing. So that is a next clear picture they are giving. A living thing can respond to the surroundings. It can feel everything. It can feel a touch. It can, when you give a hug, dog can feel that. That is the difference between living thing and a non-living thing. कार का एक चाहे टायर टूटा हुआ है, कार ऐसे रोते नहीं है. ये देख के बेटा मेरा टायर टूट गया, चेंज कीजिए, ऐसा बात नहीं बोलेगा. That is another picture that they are given in the textbook. Okay. Then the next one is the main important thing. A dog can reproduce. Okay. Now the Lucy is grown little more bigger. Now it can have babies. So a dog, a living thing, reproduces. At the same time, Mohit is very sad again. Look at the picture. He is very sad. He is asking the question, my car is not having any babies. उसको देखे मेरा दीदी को देखे, we are having small puppies now. After 4 or 5 years, Mohit looked at his sister. She is playing, enjoying with the so small puppies of Lucy. So now look at Mohit. Mohit is very sad. He is holding his car in his hand, and Mohit is very sad, and he is asking the question, why my car is not having that babies. So a car cannot reproduce us. It cannot have a baby. So that is also a clear differentiation between living and non-living things. And सबसे last में देखिए there is a now Lucy is dead. Okay, Lucy is dead. It is written there Lucy has grown old. So when a dog is old, when a living thing gets old, or when a living thing gets sick, it may die. Okay, so now Sandra is sitting and crying. She is very sad because Lucy is dead. So that is the last point they are giving. A dog dies when it is older or when it is very sick. So a living thing may die when it gets older or even it is sick. Okay, but the non-living thing, it may not die. How long you hold it with you, that much time it will be with you. That is why Mohit is look at Mohit. Mohit is still happy that what he is always having his heart with him. So a living thing dies, but a non-living thing it cannot die. So that is the last picture comparison they are giving. This is a small story about Sandra and Mohit and their special things. Sandra is having a living thing with her, and Mohit is having a non-living thing with him. So now you got, at least you got a clear picture about a living thing and a non-living thing. I'll just conclude that as a small table here. How can we differentiate living thing and a non-living thing? Okay, so I'll show in the blackboard. You can look at here. First one, living thing compared to in the story that is said, a living thing as a dog and a non-living thing as a car. So we'll differentiate that with the help of the story itself. First one, a living thing need food, air, and water. Okay. So a non-living thing इसका सीधा opposite आएगा. क्या करेंगे? No need of no need of air and water. So that is the first differentiation. Then again second one, living thing, it grows in size. It grows in size. Okay. Now it grows in size. Okay. Next one, living thing can move by itself. And non-living thing इसका सीधा opposite आएगा. So cannot move by itself. Okay. So the next one, that have sense organs. They have sense organs. Okay. And here, no sense. Otherwise, you can write no feelings. Okay, no sense organ. If they have sense organs, then only they can feel that. Okay. The next one. Next one, living thing can reproduce. Living thing can reproduce. Okay. What comes here? What comes there? Cannot reproduce. And last one, living thing, it will die or fall sick. Never dies. A non-living thing never dies unless you crack it or break it. Like in the case of the stoic I said, if you break it, then it will be broken into pieces. Okay, it will not die. So now at least you may got a difference, a clear comparison between living thing and non-living thing. I hope you may understood what is the difference between living thing and non-living thing. So first one, living thing, it need food, air, water to live. Okay. So non-living thing is no need of air and water and food. Okay. So the second one, living thing grows in size. Non-living thing, it never grows in size. The next one, a living thing can move by itself. At the same time, in non-living thing, it cannot go by itself unless you push or pull it. Then only non-living things move. Okay. The next one, living thing have sense organs. Okay, but in the case of non-living things, it's not having that sense organs. It cannot feel any feelings. Okay, then next one, living thing can reproduce, but non-living thing cannot reproduce. Last point, living thing, it will die or fall sick. Okay, non-living thing, it never dies. So that is the difference between living thing and non-living thing. Only you have to do as a homework. You just by heart this, just to study this. I will take this. We will be giving you the second video, the second part of this first chapter. In that we will complete this chapter. I will be giving you notes and all in the second video. I hope you may understood. Thank you all of you.